Hi! Been just a bit too long. Just a bit. So hi, we're picking back up with Shadowbringers after having gone on a mini hiatus that was extremely unintentional. Guess to catch up on what happened from last time, I got a job. And I got onto a competitive Heroes of the Storm team. Well, competitive. We're amateur competitive, but we are competitive. And unfortunately, that means that most of my weeks, the time just goes into the tank. Which unfortunately also means that as far as getting things like 14 and all that done, don't happen that often because I'm typically up until midnight, get about 5 or 6 hours of sleep, go to work, get out, come home. Family wants me to do stuff with them. And then by the time I can do my own personal stuff, typically what's happening is that, sad to say, I end up not being able to do really anything other than Heroes for whatever game I'm playing at the moment, and then I have to go to bed. Or I do play Heroes and I'm up until midnight and then get 6 hours of sleep. So it's been a little awkward because family wants family time, which I don't mind. I like my family. I like spending time with my family, but at the same time, it's every night they want family time, so I'm just kind of like, ugh. So anyway, we're back. The only thing that really happened from when I was able to stream, I think last week, for 5 minutes to this week, is that we did find China's. We chatted with him over at this shed. Actually, let me throw an umbrella on real quick. No reason to get soaked for no reason while I'm chatting. We talked to China's, because we finally found him. His wife basically freaked out for no reason. He's been trying to go around and find people who can help rebuild Yulemore so it's a more thriving city. And one of the people we're talking to is Tristol, who probably knows something about what we need to do. I realize it was me who suggested speaking with Tristol, but who's to say he will be any more receptive than Rendon? Why should any of them give me the time of day? That's no way to think. Ignore me. According to Master Chai, this Rendon fellow occupied a position of considerable influence in the Yulemore and leadership, which begs the question, why did he choose to leave? Kaishir? I reckon Yulemore could learn a thing or two from Amity about standing on 22 feet. Yeah, so could I. Hi, Tristol. Greetings, friends. And you too, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask about Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Vothri gone, Yulemore wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city very well could collapse. I am here seeking Rendon's counsel in hopes that we could build better Yulemore together. That is still my wish. But given how abominably you were mistreated there, I quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Mr. Chai. I bear no grudge against you for the people of Yulemore, and I would not see you suffer for Vothri's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from your meetings earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desires to right the wrongs of your past, of Yulemore's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear for the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, and the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying, he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to this course. And prove to Yulemore that the resolve to change. Resolve to change, eh? I believe he was headed towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Cool. Very well. To Pit 8 we go! I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. Alright. Off we go, kiddos. Yeah, screw it. We'll just go forward and back. Yep, Pit 8. Oh, it's so nice to be back playing this. I will say, the thing that is unfortunate is that I love playing games like Heroes of the Storm, Final Fantasy, or Rainbow Six Siege and stuff like that, because I like the competitiveness of it, but it's nice to play something chill like this every now and then. Just very nice to kind of get connected into a game that's much more relaxed, much more... Oh, also missing my chug jump. No!
Well, well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Vorthry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vorthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make. In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
I apologize, y'all. Unfortunately, miraculously, got candle wax all over my miniatures for 40k. I'm trying to clean them up ever since, and I think I've got most of everything off, but I gotta put like washes and stuff on this, so I don't know how well it's gonna all come out, and I'm terrified of how they're gonna come out with like washes and paints and stuff on them, that they're gonna just like streak or do something disgusting because of this candle wax I got on them.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say. It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthry. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
There we go. Trying to tweak stuff so I can actually get things a little more balanced.
A Yulmore for the people. I'd rather like the sound of that.
Ooh. Says he agreed.
But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Pomp, circumstance, yes, yes. And of course I'm not a high enough level to do this, so we gotta swap back. Alright. Right then. Is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Yulmore now faces. I assume you'll agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is the most pressing. Ah yes, meal was neither a desirable nor less sustainable option. I assume that alternative foodstuffs are now required for the man who hungers is not likely to contribute to much society, save violence. But tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. Combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Yulmore's coffers can be used to purchase foods from our neighbors. So for it's time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. Villages that once served as a source of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region. Most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the building effort. My. Think of all that by yourself, did you? Well, yes. It began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago after speaking with people you and more in the nearby settlements. Impress me, Chinas. I have? Well, that's a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide to them the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment would drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But Daedalus' stone... Oh, shit. Well, as the head of Daedalus' stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm certain we can acquire what we need to get it done in no time. Fat fingered one of the buttons by mistake. Hey, we're rebuilding! Alright, so. You see? Fire in Master Chai's eyes that was not there when we first met. A fire that has best keep kindled if we wish to see Yulmore change for the better. Gosh, this cough just does not want to leave. Cashier. The Rendon geezer doesn't seem so bad. What was Master Chai worried about? He got himself a bit more credit. You have a hand in constructing the giant towers to the north, did you not? When the Yulmoran volunteers began arriving, I hid myself away, lest I be recognized. Thus depriving myself of what I am reliably informed was a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Bugger. Alright, bud. Penna's looks of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking of his knees. Rendon is quite right. Building a talus from scratch would require a time we simply do not have. So I propose we make use of the long-abandoned talus which wander the wilds of Kalusha. They will need to be deactivated, of course, and the memory service tools required to do so still are at top run. Come with me. Okay. Ah, that's why we've got the random talus running around. Okay. I was gonna say, it makes no sense why we don't just go to the Talos that, like, are running around, break them, take out the heart, and put that towards the big Talos. But, what do I know? Are we looking? Eek, not great. I don't like looking over and seeing I had any dropped frames, but at least it's only 413 as of now. If it gets worse, I'll have to keep a better eye on it. Oh, I didn't click on anybody else. Dang it. Okay. All good. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with dastardly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether to house. We need only get within throwable distance of one and let it fly. Thus disabling without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Yulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along to deed, but as I have said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I can manage. I'm off it, Master Chai. Even if to tell us any threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's maybe. No, that's as may be, Kaishir, but Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try and be somewhat reasonable. Yes, well, should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labor, and to make sure that I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir said, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask that you use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I understand. I will also need you to alert me when it's safe to subdue the Talus. Understood? Alright, spyglass time. Probably gonna run some dailies as well with Kayatake if he's still up and if he still wants to group, that is. I feel really bad because I wanted to do more with this game and Kayatake has been playing a lot and I just... Depression. I want to play this game a lot more, but I made a commitment to do Heroes and I want to do this too, and then I'm doing stuff with family, so the only thing I can think to do is if I manage to get on for maybe an hour to an hour and a half each night, that I'm not doing Heroes, and just tell my family bugger off, and leave it at that. But either way, good. But let's be off to the quick way through the north gate and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Sure. This is kind of the conflict I'm caught between, is that on the one hand it's like, I want to spend time with family, but on the other hand, I want to do this. And it's just like, it sucks. Okay. People look at, oh my gosh, I knew the second that I clicked that I messed up. Should be good. Throw it! Nice. I did it? I did it! Let's move on to another tower, shall we? Alright. Self old boy. Nice! I did it. The monsters aren't looking, he should just be able to yeet it and go. Nice. Doing good. I believe I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, he's doing the little, ear wiggle. You may leave the next one to me, Akima. Are you sure about that? He is becoming a good character. Haha! That should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. That went a lot quicker than I thought it would. Nice! Okay. Bit of a boss. Cool. Would seem I misjudged Master Chai. Yet be hopeful no more after all. Our friend returned with nary a scratch. Well done. Blimey. Thought my heart was going to stop for a moment there. Make that a couple of moments. What's up, bud? I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan. But somehow, it worked. Might need to step away for some water for a minute. I apologize in advance. Drama. See, I did it! Master Chai, I do believe I owe you an apology. The plan was to replenish Yulmor's food stores, showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it's plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmor. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Yulmor the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. Aww. Bros! When the people behold these towers, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmor's leadership is at last in capable hands, would you not agree? Yeah, we're good. Should probably get back soon, Master Charlie, after you've tinkered with the towers and all that. Lady Charlie's worried sick. Okay. Oh, something just popped, which is not good.
Right then, form a line and make for Yulmor.
Probably have to protect them. That is a really cool looking city. It's got a lot of like pomp and circumstance and very silly like theatrics and over the topness to it, but it still looks good.
What's that noise?
What? Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
Oh no, are they gonna destroy the Talos that he brought? That'd be unfortunate.
Stay back! All of you!
Calm down. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be winded.
Is that... Darling, you're back.
Jeez.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! Oh dear.
Oh my gosh. Wow. He's out cold. Ah! Alpha knows to heal him! Oh, that's insane. That's great.
Oh, thank you.
Woo.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Pete's sake, calm down.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Yay!
Oh, how wonderful!
Cool. Aww. Is she gonna break his back again? Oh no!
Please!
Oh my gosh. He loves his wife. I gotta give him respect for that, but oh my gosh, she's a bit much. Okay. Dare say the future of Millmore has never looked brighter. Sorry I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master try to go after this house was something else, eh? Inspiring stuff. Thank you for finding my husband. I confess, I wasn't expecting you to return to be quite so grand. That dear, sweet man. He's going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. Oh, I'm fine. I just need a moment. That was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. No kidding. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized public's attention. Once word has spread around Yulmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Okay, can we leave and go take care of other stuff? No need to fret, Akima. I've never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As to where to do it, if we were to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only large place would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble in the meeting of the new mayor. You there, Aishir, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. Now, I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Valtry's chambers. Though it goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend. Assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? Doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Cool. I knew you were gonna pop in here at some point. Yes, Keihatake, I know. I do indeed play this game. Start of the stream, I kind of explained where I've been and what's been going on. To keep it simple, work, sleep deprivation, Heroes of the Storm team. Yeah, that about sums it up. Oh yeah, and family time, because that's also eating into it as well. Family really wants me to do stuff with them, which I don't mind doing, but at the same time, I want to... Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and head up, and I'm going to quickly grab water right before we start the next moment, so I will be right back once I get there. But we're going to at least get to the point where we can see the quest, so... Yeah. Also, Keihatake, how's leveling been going? How's all the fun stuff you've been doing? I'm sure you've got every profession up to max at this point, considering I had to unfortunately go on a basically month and a half to almost 2-month hiatus. Or no, it's only been about a month. It still sucks, but yeah. Nah, but I've leveled quite a bit. I can believe it. I was so mad because, like, as soon as I started my job, between that and Heroes, I was like, man, I'm not gonna really have time for 14 until the weekend, am I? And sure enough, that happened, and then it got worse because I was like, alright, well now it's the weekend, I'm gonna go do this, and then... stuff. Proceed to the canopy. This is just one of those things where if I'm gonna do this as much as I want to, I'm gonna need to put my foot down and be like, okay, I will spend a few nights with family, I will spend a few nights doing HOTS, and then I'm gonna spend other nights doing this! It's the only way I'm gonna be able to play this darn game. Here we go. I will now go ahead and be right back before we trigger this, and I apologize in advance, but I need to get some water, so be right back. I'll leave you with this awesome music, though. And we're back. Let's go ahead and do this. Gotta enjoy a little something while I'm watching.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved.
Yeah, China's is becoming a pretty good character.
The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
Aww. Am I going to be running roulettes later? Yes. I'm going to be on today, and I am going to be on tomorrow. It'll be a bit later tomorrow because I have to get my car fixed, but I will be on today and tomorrow. That will be a promise. I don't know how long I'll be on tomorrow, but I will be on. I did want to try and get through some more MSQ because I really want to get to Endwalker. Seeing everyone caught together like that. It was beautiful, it was. Hi, Sheer. Our work can begin in earnest. I very much look forward to seeing this Yulmore for the people. Wasn't he simply wonderful? Seeing him take charge of the room as he did. Oh, it reminds me why I fell in love with him in the first place. City of final pleasures, they used to call it back then, back when the world was ending. Now I hope it will become the city of new endeavors. That's cute. What have I been going for? Hasn't even been an hour, dang. Okay. It was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in the attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I've learned anything from all this, is that change begins with the individual. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Hey! Assuming my fellow Murans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. Nice! But we must not forget the individuals who made all these changes possible. Were it within my power, I'd carve a tribute of your heroism to the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? Ugh. I'll not be moving into the Emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We'll retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Athan Bet? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech. There's folks outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow. More who are counting their crumbs. If you've a plan to change that, want to help set things in motion. We've much to discuss. Hey, he's taking charge. The sooner do I take office and my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought this on myself. Thank you again for your help, Aki. I hope to see you again before long. Don't know if that'll happen or not, considering I'm the one that can travel between worlds and we've got another world to save, which is part of why I'm not sure why we're not getting back! What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. See, we all have a great deal to consider. I've resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmore's future was secured. It is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. Means we can get back to what we were doing! Oh my gosh. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went ours. Finally! It's the thing that drives me crazy. It's like, I understand detours, but still, it's just... With Master Chime in the helm, it is only for the interim. I feel I can bid farewell to Yulmore and return to the source with no regrets. Oh, are we gonna do this for every zone? So Alphino's leaving too, is he? Everyone's moving on. He's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. A paradise is gone, but something's better taking its place, and I reckon I want to be a part of it. This Yulmore for the people Master Chime's been going on ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. My friends will find a way to make a difference though. Help keep things changing for the better here. A far nobler dream than the one which you clung to before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I pray you will succeed. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Hey, I get the orchestration for here. Seemingly content with the state of Yulmore. Okay. Really, to see Kaishir thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I wish to stay and see what becomes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Beklug's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Finally! Alright. Bye, friend. I'll see you again because my waypoint is set here, but still. Alright, I'm gonna at least advance the next part of MSQ Kiyotake, and then we'll do roulettes and get that shit knocked out. Still gotta do everything for the day. And I've got my oblation, guys! Don't worry! My 10% damage reduction for 10 seconds gonna make all the difference. Ah! Still, I really want to hear what they're gonna do to make this job better. But I can't watch anything because spoilers! See, Malise is yet to return from the inn at Journey's End. Do you hope she didn't overtire herself? Congratulations, Akima. That tidings from Yulmore did precede thy coming. I will see that Thancred and Reen hear about these momentous events, that they too might take joy with which thou hast helped to bring about. Hi, Mom. In the course of preparing more Auracite, we made significant discovery. We thought it best to wait for your return before sharing our findings. Hello, doggo. Think you were ready to resume our work then? Yep. Alright. What's up, Grahatia? Welcome back. We are given to understand the new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed. Our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and, after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. This over here real quick. Made the mistake before of having my candle too close to everything I got going on. It's actually kind of nice. I never thought that I'd really enjoy having a candle in my room, but just having the aroma kind of waft around is really nice. Very relaxing. It's a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubts you will see him more in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the white Auracite? Our work did not quite proceed as we had expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference and concluded at length that white Auracite is ill-suited for our purposes. But, Uriange, did you not say that compared to the massy souls of an Asty, the stone would house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed as we are with Beklug's invaluable insight, would indeed prove a trifling matter. Were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and body, a link which we did belatedly realize be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, our sight doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshy simulacra and the surfeit of ether which comprise them would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would, theoretically, be possible to channel your minds into the Auracite instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process, which is why we have abandoned that plan, instead devote our time to finding a means which the mind and soul might be transported together. Uh-oh! We are no closer to a solution than when we first began. is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which Chris Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussion turned to the transference of memories and psyche, I couldn't help but be reminded of a technique which I have personal experience. Akima, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Doko and Yune? Oh, this... Okay. Okay, this is something I gotta keep remembering. This is actual factual Grahatia. This isn't just Grahatia from like another timeline or another thing. This is actual Grahatia. Just weird. But it's him. I speak of the royal eye of the Allegan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Allegans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were able to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allegans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps we could keep the mind and soul together. Imagine, if you would, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but the bountiful energies of our soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wherever it leads. Okay, so we're making some progress, but not great progress. While we are thus engaged, I think it best if Akima returned to the source and inform Krell and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear what progress we've made. And I would beg leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the entity. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Later, bud. That little chin lift at the end, he knows he's fabulous. Give a regards to Tataru, would you? Sure. Happily. Gosh. Okay. In, you start on the next one. Oh, I do believe the game is bugging out a little bit. There it goes. It's like, there should not be a gap of empty sky there. In we go. Hi, Taru. Ah, Kima, you're back. How did everything go in first? Wait, don't tell me. Pearl will be here shortly and she wants to hear too. She's just chatting to the others. Their bodies, I mean. As I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Several cutscenes will play in sequence! Set aside sufficient time to see the cutscenes. Alright, well, we're gonna watch this then, and then we'll stop and do roulettes.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's alright, Kryle.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly.
Good to know.
But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Oh, you know, we're screwed. They're gonna die. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Yep, Conversation Street. Okay.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
Hey!
None the worse for wear, I see.
It's Estinian! What's up, bud?
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
Yeah, but what happened to...
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar.
Hey!
Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself.
Yeah? What about Gaius?
There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvas. Nor did the surprises end there, for no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Oh, we get to see the cutscene finally.
What's wrong?
Please don't be dead, Gaius. Please don't be dead. Hey! He's alive. Oh, dang! Seen him in action. His body at least. Will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means, good is do. The Black Wolf. Zodraku. I suppose this might suffice. Come. Oh, are we doing a fight? No, 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 no. Please don't be fighting. Please don't be fighting. Ooh. Whoa! Yo! That's pretty cool. Whoa! That's not gonna be enough. Simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly, there's no place like abomination. Whatever he is, Akeem was barely a match for him. We stay here much longer. Emperor Vias, you idiots! Are you alright? We may have worn out our welcome. Oh, Gaius is gonna get blamed. You're idiots! No! Must even the most middling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Dude. Yo! He TP'd out, okay. Nice! Well, any bright ideas? just one. Yeah! They have to leave. They have to leave. Yep. Also, it's cool that you do have gun blades. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all available magnetic armor. We cannot let them escape. Also, Xenos is missing his blade. Is the tip of it going to be in the Emperor? Because that might help, like, clear up Gaius and Estinian. We'll see. Oh! Cool. Nice. Nice! Oh, this is so cool. Let's keep moving. No end to that. You won't escape, Gaius von Belsa! Anya, on my mark! I think not. Damn it. This way, quickly. You must be stopped. Damn you, Gaius! We'll make ourselves easy marks together. I suggest we split up. Alright then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. I will see you outside. Stay safe. They really do kind of enhance you with like or empower you with the fantasy of the class you're playing. Although that being said, I don't think anything's gonna top freaking taking on what's his name with Thancred as Gunbreaker. Oh well, somebody's been busy. Whoa, wait, what? What? And you would bar my way, would you? So be it. What the frick? Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. No! Oh my gosh. What the hell is up with this guy too? He's like fused with the machine. That is weird and disgusting. But it's Ultima again. That's cool. Oh my gosh, it's just like the fight! Okay. Oh, absorbs damage dealt as HP. Oh, so I should just be spamming this. And then every now and then do this, and then this. Okay. All damage to all new binding as well as enemies and stuff. This is what I want. Whoa! This music is so good! This is admittedly a little boring compared to the other games, or the other stuff I've done. Oh, he's invulnerable. Interesting. Unstoppable. We shall see about that. Nidhogg, show them your fury! Yo!
Taste my lungs!
Woo! Okay. The hell did they do that citizens? What I want to know. Guardians and their Machina. Now, where are you guys? That ain't good. That was cool. Surprised he controls the power of Nidhogg.
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
Just a bit.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
Yep.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
True.
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray.
Yep.
Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Well, it buys us some time.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That's what I've been asking since the start!
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something.
Okay, so he's alive. That's all I need to know.
Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Good point.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Eh.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Heh.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
But that wasn't in my control, thanks, Estinian.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it.
I've more than earned
Go
it,
on.
huh? Except I haven't yet. Also... Alright. Though they have yet to find a workable solution, surely the others are making progress, and we cannot ask for more than that. Yep. Must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why don't I get some rest for a while? I'm sure Beklug can manage without you. Got enough science to help them, if you ask me. I don't think that I'm gonna be getting to 2, 3, 5. I don't think I'm going to be getting to 5.2 quick enough doing this, but we'll see. Rutrow Raggy. That's not good. Traitors, you would dare deny Lord Nevra the throne? Ah! Onward! Before this day comes, victory shall be ours! What the heck is going on? Oh, there's the man himself. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think of amusing, like dogs herding cattle to the slaughter? That huge soul is. Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master. Hunting dog, if you should wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiac. Wait, what? Wait, what? These cutscenes are the end of 5.1, so you are... Oh, hey! Bless up! I made it to the end of 5.1 at least. Trying to get on some more of this through the week. Oh, great. Meanwhile, in Yulmore in the first... even more shit's going down. Let's see. Yay, we're trying to rebuild. Yay, we're trying to make things better. Yay. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus' Starworks, and they're looking for laborers. They're talking of resettling some old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on 3 Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. 3 Talos? Ha! We best get packing then. Steady work, board and lodging? That's not a recipe for hope. I don't know what is. Okay, so what's the bad news? What? Oh. What? Yes. As long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. What? It is my destiny to see our dreams fulfilled. What is going on? Ah! Oh my gosh. Old enemies, new threats. Kryl is glad you return, though it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings to share. Okay. Let me at least watch this, and then I'm going to stop with MSQ for the day and do post-MSQ stuff. Akima, my, what a pleasant surprise. If you've come to inquire about the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. But we mustn't grow complacent. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first to help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah, Akima. It's been far too long, my friend. Hey! Hi, Maxima! Forgive me, I do not believe we've been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador, remained here in Eosia under the auspices of Commander Alden. offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Yes, I have heard stories of a defector from Garlemald, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news? Indeed. You may have heard the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Gimlet Dark. With these numbers so greatly diminished, the main hosting alliance has withdrawn, leaving Alamigan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed an unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Alden has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. God, I cannot read. He also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished that I entrust this endeavor. It seems time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone. Though I am not well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades, I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all of this. Sure, I'll take Cryle. Yes, of course. Then we must make for Alamigan Quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two! Yeah, about that. We're gonna be stopping here because I'm gonna stop the stream and we're gonna do roulettes. It's only been about an hour and a half, but that should be enough time to at least call it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna do this more. The only things I've got going on tomorrow as far as, like, stuff is that I'm gonna be practicing a little bit for my Heroes team. We have a match Thursday, so thankfully I don't have to be on super late. But I have that. I should go to the meeting first. Okay, if you insist, can I talk it? But I've got the, I've got my practice tomorrow night. It shouldn't be that long, and I'm not going to be on all day. I do have to do that, though. And then at about 1 o'clock my time, which is in about 12, 13, 14, about 14 or 15 and a half hours, I've got to get my car taken a look at because it's making noises. It's not good when your car makes noises. So, either way, we'll do that. I guess at Keihatake's request, or behest, I should say, I'm going to go ahead and watch this cutscene. Then we're going to call it for the stream. Then we're going to go ahead and do dailies and stuff. Also, I do need to go back at some point and do all the Stormblood stuff because I still don't have flying for this area. I didn't think it was that important, but of course, when you don't get it is when you need it the most. Trust me, you do. Okay, okay. Speaking of getting flying, we're gonna take a quick pit stop because... Hey! Alright, Cryle. Much has changed since the first time we stepped in the city. Now we start to preserve their freedom rather than reclaim it. But we've no time for reminiscence. We mustn't keep the commander waiting. Alright. Commander Alden waits here in the Royal Palace if you would follow me. Hey, Robon. Oh! Gaius is back! Hello! Yay! He's alive!
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
Nope.
I trust you two require no introduction.
Sup, bitch.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Sup, Gaius?
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Back off, Warrior of Darkness. There we go.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Thanks, guys.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Of course. Well, I mean, that makes sense from what we saw.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
What's special about the 7th?
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
Is it the creepy scientist dude?
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Uh-oh.
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Alright.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days, but it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all, even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Only thing I can assume is that, and I'm hoping, that if there's anybody that's going to take
we can
over...
ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon. Our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Okay. So, what is this then? Let me at least start this. Okay. Now, should I be going ahead and getting this quest done, Kayatake? I'm gonna wait for your answer in Twitch chat real quick. Should I go ahead and get this knocked out? You want to pick it up, but you can't do all of it quickly. Okay, then at least get started on it, and then move on. Oh, this is the ruby weapon! Oh, snap! Yeah, we're gonna start it. Ah, Akima, glad you could make it. As you may have heard, Commander Alden has given orders to embark from the Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Not that the soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front lines again with these new weapons. If they're designed to slay primals, they'll make short work of us mere mortals as well. Mind you, if Gaius Baelsar and his followers who've led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been giving as good as they get. Unfortunately, their sorties have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence on the battlefield. If you're ready, my colleague over at Portra Praetoria will show you the way. Alright, well, I've at least grabbed the quest. We're not going to run it yet, though. But, Kayatake, you're ready? Go ahead and hop on in. And as for on here, I'm going to go ahead and call it for at least this part of the stream. Thank you to anybody who has watched this. If anybody has been watching this, I know it's been forever, so I doubt any regulars are back other than Kayatake. But yeah, we're going to try and pick this up tomorrow. Well, not try, we're going to pick this up tomorrow. Might not be for long, but we're going to pick it up and we're going to play. And I'm going to try and make it more of a regular thing to try and stream and play this and get through MSQ. So, to anyone and everyone who's watched, thank you very much. Peace.